What is up, guys? It is the Citrus Panda here today, and for the second day in a row, we are continuing the Let's Play Adventure Quest Redux. I have changed the name. In the last episode, we talked briefly about it, and I was going to name it 101, but I think it will just be a little bit better if I name it Redux, so that if any new viewers trying to see modern Adventure Quest, and also just differentiate it between the old series, just generally speaking. It's a new character, new beginnings. The quality in this series, I hope, is just going to be more consistent because, not that I dislike my old Adventure Quest Let's Plays, but the quality could be better. So this will kind of just normalize it and, just make it even across the board. But anyway, we are back at it again, and there's been some viewers on the other video. So thanks for that, anybody who actually watched the whole thing. It's been, pretty cool. I think it has like 20-something views, which, is better than I thought might happen. I thought maybe nobody at all would watch it, so anyway, we are going to do some fighter training today, I believe. I just hopped into this random battle because I didn't want you to listen to my babbling just randomly. Also, I want to update you on what I did off camera, because I will be doing some stuff off camera. I don't want to necessarily have the whole thing, on here, because there's a lot of just random stuff that we'll be doing. Anything important, I'll either do on video, or I will actually update you about what happened. So if I remember correctly, I think we ended up last episode level 4 or maybe level 5. I ended up right after I ended the recording. I got to level 9, and we're basically just level 9. Like we're not close to level 10 at all. And we also got a bunch of stats that we could. So I think we had 15 strength, we got 10 more strength, and we got 10 dexterity. So we've really just increased things across the board. I also picked up the Vamp Dragon or whatever it's called. So that's pretty cool. Interestingly enough, real quick, I actually want to go and show you the characters, because I said something about talking about this last episode, but then I never did it. So this is my original character. This character was made in 2005. Let me look at the character page. Yeah, it'll come up here. It'll say born. Yeah, born July 14th, 2005. Wow. Okay, so that's old, man. Makes me feel old. This character is old because I spelled the word unknown wrong. Apparently, I just couldn't spell. I keep this character just to see how high I can get this number. It is almost 3,400 days since I've logged onto that character, which, if you do the math on that, I'll do the math right here, right now on camera. It's 9.3. So that's quite a bit. But anyway, those are pretty much the characters. This is from the original LP that we were doing on this channel. We might hop on that character at some point, but I want to focus on this new one because I'm having a lot of fun just trying to start from scratch and making my own build. I talked briefly about what I wanted to do last time, which is use pets, like basically like a beast warrior, like a beast master warrior, or whatever people want to call it. But this episode, not to bore you too much with random talk, but that's what this Let's Play is all about. So, if you sign up for it, that's what you're signing up for. We are going to do some fighter training. We can't actually wear the armor yet, but I think potentially we can do this. I don't know how hard it's going to be. See, like, we're against level 15s, so I wanted to give it a go, but we might have to come back later whenever we're a little bit stronger. But I'm hoping that we can at least do an okay job. Also, the starting armor is pretty solid. Like, I'm only level 9, but this has 94 resistances across the board. Pretty cool. Actually, pretty strong. I don't know if I showed this off last episode, but I got some armors. They've done so much updating with these armors, man. Like, this is really cool. It's called Demonic. And then this is awesome. Not a particularly great armor, but I'm sure that there's a higher level version of it. Like, look at that. That's awesome. And then, like, whenever you attack with it, you kind of... I'll just show it, even though... Of course, I get the special attack whenever I want to show it off. Anyway, we'll just switch back to the other armor. It doesn't really matter too much. So we'll put the steel plate back on. As far as like how I'm going to level up strength and dexterity, probably I was originally going to try to level strength the most, but I might kind of try to get dex and strength around the same, because just because strength is high, it means you'll hit high. But if I'm not actually hitting them, which dexterity has to do with accuracy, then it doesn't really matter, right? Like, if I have 100 strength but I can't hit anybody, then what does it matter? Like, I'm having a hard time hitting this guy right now, although this armor does make me less accurate, so that's probably part of it. And maybe my pet will take care of it for me. But anyway, we're probably going to focus on Dex for a while, and then we'll throw in some Charisma every once in a while. So maybe like let's say like every 5 levels, right? I'd maybe put 2 stats into Strength, 2 stats into Dexterity, and then maybe 1 into Charisma. Something along those lines is maybe what I'm thinking. I can't hit this guy at all. Oh man, this is not going so well. So much for the LP, man. With this Let's Play's ending right here. I also thought about whenever I was originally playing this game, I thought about like doing some sort of weird challenge, like where if you die, like it's a hardcore challenge, like where if you die you don't actually get to continue. But I kind of thought better of that because there is definitely some parts of this game that are very RNG based, like just completely randomly you'll lose a battle. So probably not the smartest thing to do. Also, if I paid for Guardianship, I'd be like paying $20 down the drain. And one thing I actually noticed, which is really cool about REDUX Entertainment, which I think this is new. If you have a Guardian on your account already, you can get a Guardian, like Guardianship on one of your characters for like $10. So you get like a $10 discount. Instead of 20, it's 10. And then the X Guardian, I think, is still $10 off, so it's like 15. X Guardian just gives you a few more benefits than you normally would get. The biggest thing, I think, is that you get the 10%. Oh, you do get a big gold boost, like right away. Like they give you a bunch of gold, although that doesn't really matter that much to me. I think you get a little bit more Z tokens, but the main thing is that you get a permanent 10% boost to XP and gold, which is just permanently active, which obviously is pretty nice. Man, this is very uneventful, man. So much for the training my fighter skill, man. This is not going so well, not going so hot. I might switch armors to see if I am a little bit more accurate with a different armor set, but I don't know. Also, some of these have like an offensive lean, like this one as an example. It has an offensive lean, but it's like 1.125, which is pretty cool too. I always thought that was a cool little thing that you could have on some armors that would increase your damage but make you take more. So I don't know, man. This is not looking so hot from us. We'll use some HP potions, I think, to survive. But if we can just not miss, that would be great. We might actually die here, depending on how much damage he's doing. Because we're going to take poison damage here, too. Okay, so we lived. We don't even have the option to drink 2 potions yet. Is that like a high level thing? Or that's probably a Guardian thing, now that I think about it. Okay, we gotta call in the big guns. We're calling him Robina here. We gotta call in the help. There we go. Call in the helicopter. There we go. Boom. We should have done that one earlier. All right, we gotta rest after that one. Cyclops level 15. Yeah, this is pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we can't do this, but I'm convinced we could probably pull it off a little bit. Whoo! All right, that's not good. Also, we're taking a lot more damage than we probably should because he was doing light damage. So let's switch to our darkness weapon and attack. Let's go. All right. Definitely up against some tough targets today. Definitely not too easy. Another thing I actually wanted to do, I noticed this after I was done recording and uploading, that the black bars on the video, I thought maybe I couldn't do anything about them. Basically, like you see the screen here and then black bars on both sides. If you want to know what I mean, look at episode 1. Because this episode, I'm going to try to fix that. Basically, just take those off and make the full screen of the game. As long as it doesn't like distort it too much, because sometimes stretching the video makes it look worse. But I think in this case, it'll just make it look better overall. And it's the way I used to record as well, so I don't think it'll be too much different than what you guys might have been used to. Also, that one guy, Tensei or whatever, watched episode 1. It was the person that like was really excited about me making a video. Like he had asked about it. He did comment, so he was the first to comment, and I think the only one to comment on that video. He was mentioning something about he was having trouble with some like Blade of Awe quest or something, which I was like unaware of. I thought like the Blade of Awe you just kind of got randomly. I'm sure there's some like specific quest about that. But yeah, he said he was level 150, which is nuts because I've never had a character that high of level. Obviously, Citrus, my mage, was my highest level, and definitely wasn't super up there. But maybe this character will surpass them all. One Beastmaster to roll them all. All right, we're gonna take a big gamble. All right, the gamble paid off. As far as I know, we have to like one of these fights we have, like, we can't rest after because we need to, like, I think there's like 4 fights and you have the ability to rest after 3 of them. So maybe this one is the one, but this guy's got a beefy HP bar. So this is gonna be rough. So we'll put on the I know that our flail here is by far our strongest weapon, but yeah, this is a bit rough. So I think what we'll do is maybe do this fight, and then I think I might bail on this. So this is a complete fail at the Fighters Guild, the Fighters Quest. Yeah, maybe level 9 is not the play on that one, guys. But we'll definitely I guess keep going. I mean, as long as we're not completely getting screwed over. Adventure Quest is one of those games, though, that I feel like a lot of it is downtime. So it's kind of the perfect kind of game to let's play and just talk about things and what your plans are for the character and talk about just generally whatever you want, which was what the original let's play was all about. And I think a lot of people enjoyed that, but I don't know. Maybe they don't. Who knows, man? Who knows? The 25 people that viewed it. The way that I look at it is that if I make these like daily, potentially, just because, you know, I don't know, it just sounds kind of fun to me, and I want to be playing this game, so, you know, why not record it? Which was my original, it was my original idea, was just like, why not make the Let's Play? You know, after a while, maybe some people will come back. I was looking at the analytics, and as far as the people that watched the video, I think like 77% of the people that clicked on it were subscribed. So, you know, they saw that in their sub box, and they were like, oh my god, you know, they clicked on it. I mean, they were like, holy shit, he made another Let's Play episode. It's been 4 years, 3 years, I don't know how many years. It's been some years. But glad to be back, honestly. It's, you know, maybe not on the craziest of terms, pretty anticlimactic, just, you know, coming in and making a new character and whatnot, but I think it's pretty exciting. I've been having a pretty good time with it, so hope you guys are as well. Oh no, okay, I really thought we could pull that off. Okay, well, we're dead. I'm over here just hacking away, and here we are dying. Okay, so the Fighters Guild is a bit, the Fighters thing is a bit too much for us. We are not going to be able to do that. So instead, let's go to do something else. Alright, guys, so I paused the recording temporarily, and because I was trying to figure out how to do something, or where to go, and what I wanted to do for the rest of this video. But then, stupid me, apparently I never unpaused the video, so here I am, talking away, talking my lips off, and I'm talking to nobody. I was just trying to see how long we'd been recording for, and it was like, yep, you've been recording for 12 and a half minutes, but also we were not recording at all. So basically, all you guys missed while I was recording, essentially, that my stupid brain wasn't working, apparently. I went to Fairwind Spring, and I played a battle there, and that's pretty much all. And then I fought that Bigfoot, and I was just talking about random stuff, as I do. But yeah, things should be recording now. Let me just double check here. Yeah, you can see that. It's 13 minutes. One thing I wanted to know, actually, from you guys, if you're still watching at this point, I like to put things longer into the videos, like, you know, the real people that watch these videos all the way through. You know, I can get some of their input if they're willing to give it. What about these longer videos? You know, I think the first one was under 30 minutes, but it was like 26 or 27. I'm thinking that's probably a good length for the Let's Play. It's definitely not bite-sized content, but the way I look at it is like, if I'm putting out a video, you can watch it, and you don't have to watch it all in one sitting. You could watch it here and there and all around the square. You could watch it whenever you want. You know, watch it on a bus ride, watch it on a train ride, watch it on I would say an airplane ride, but you might have to download it for that. Man, I have a bad habit of clicking that, but it's not really affecting anything too much. So we're actually 63 XP away from leveling up here. And one thing that I've noticed, and I might have said this already in the video, but I think I said it whenever I paused, that I need more dex. I need to catch up my dexterity to 25. So that's the main thing we're kind of focusing on right now. So we're going to try to get to level 10, and then from there, we're going to level up our dex 1 level, and then we're going to try to get some equipment, which I think I already mentioned, but, you know, I don't know what I've mentioned or not at this point, because I talked for about 4 or 5 minutes to myself into the void, just talking to nobody, talking to a microphone that just wasn't picking it up. Okay, so we're going to gonna grab my flail here. This armor that I'm using right now seems to be much more effective for what I was doing. Resistance-wise, it's not near as effective, but honestly, the percentage difference is not enough for me to really care. And the accuracy on this thing seems much better than the other one. So until we get some more decks, we definitely have to use a different armor. I'd like as well to pick up a armor that can get a double attack going on. So I'll probably look into, maybe I'll look that up, or I don't know, I'll just buy sets until I find one that has a double attack, because that's going to be big too. Having an armor that can hit twice in one turn is not only good damage-wise, but it's also good accuracy-wise, because armor that only hits once can have the problem of you potentially missing, and that's something you don't want to see, right? Just missing. Whereas with an armor that hits multiple times, you have, you know, multiple times to pick that up. So let's attack here. There we go. Nice. You know, one thing I actually noticed is that you can do a lot of things in, like, the character page, not like the account thing you can bring up in the REDUX Entertainment Launcher. And one thing I noticed is that you can upgrade equipment, which I was kind of interested by and intrigued by. And I kind of wonder about that, about, like, really rare armor sets. Like, I remember on my main, I would get things during the Christmas events, and then you'd open them up, and they were really cool and really good, but then, like, if it was a level 60 armor, over time, you know, you would outgrow that. So I kind of wonder, even for those rare events, if you can use gold to upgrade that. So it's pretty convenient. You can just kind of do that, not in the game, but like in the client itself. That's pretty cool. I thought that was a kind of an interesting mechanic. But yeah, it seems pretty efficient way of potentially upgrading old equipment that you need to get better stuff, get better stats, get better damage at the end of the day. I guess that's all what it all kind of comes out to that. Another thing I was kind of interested by originally whenever I was making this character is thinking something about like a tank. I think the battles would just take so long. Some battles in this game already take a long time, to the point where I could not imagine being a tank. So basically, like, completely focusing on endurance. I don't really think that's a very common build, but yeah, you'd like basically go endurance, and then maybe I was going to go endurance charisma, so basically just have my pet do all the damage. That's probably not the best idea, especially because of the fact that I might honestly focus more on a healing pet, but I'm not really sure how it's going to go in the long run. Typically, I think healing pets are really, really effective unless you have a pet that does a lot of damage, because, you know, if you have a high charisma level, I think some pets can heal you a lot, like, you know, almost as much as a single potion every turn. So that's pretty crazy. Like, that's very efficient. And it adds up over time, right? Like, even if your pet's healing you for 20 or 30, like, if it does that 5 turns in a row, you know, suddenly you've, you know, recovered 150, you know, HP or whatever. So pretty cool stuff. I also didn't check how many stats we could actually get here, but I thought it was we could only get my dex up one time. But if we can get it up multiple times, that would be great. That would be absolutely fantastic. So I'm actually going to pause the video really quick, and then I'll come back after I figure that out. Alright, everybody, so we are back, and yeah, I actually had 15 possible points to train. So I think I was recording back on the first fight. I did another one, and this is the final fight, as long as I beat him here. And now we'll have 25 dexterity, so we should be a lot more accurate with our attacks. At the beginning of this video, we were having a hell of a time hitting that snake, or I think it's called a sneak. So yeah, that sneak is not going to cause us as many problems as it was. We're also gonna look into buying some new gear before this episode ends off. So I think we would be in the beginner shop. Yep, 1 to 50. Okay, so this is probably the best place to buy weapons. I mean, there's obviously other places to get them, but this is probably the most effective way to get them right now. So we're going to go into our inventory and get rid of some of these things. The Jade Sword is going to go the way of the Dodo. Going to get rid of that. We're probably going to get rid of the Darkness weapon here. We'll get rid of the Ice weapon. I'm getting rid of these, and I probably should check whether I can even get a better version. I'm just going to make the executive decision that I probably can get a better version of a lot of these things. I know for a fact I could get the new Darkness weapon. So the Evil Battle Axe or the Dark Blade. The Dark Blade seeming like the best option here. Although this is pretty good too. So the Dark Blade dishes out dark damage 4 to 13, and that's 4 to 14. So that seems to be just straight better. The fist weapons are also up here too, so that could be an option once I get a high enough level for them. So it looks like the giant frozen mace is going to be pretty solid, so we'll pick that up for our ice weapon. We will pick up the Nephodon Claw for our darkness weapon. We never had a water weapon so far, so we're definitely going to pick up this cutlass here. Seems like a very nice 8 to 16 is a very nice range of damage. I'm not really sure. Oh, that's a token weapon. Not really sure why the light weapon that I have up here is so good. Is 7 to 19. Maybe because it has no special attack, but holy shit, it's just way better than anything else. So let's look at my inventory really quick here. So we have fire, light. We have energy. We have the frozen weapon here, ice and darkness and wind. We're missing. We have a slot for an extra weapon. What are we missing here? We're missing. Am I blind? What are we missing? We're missing one of them. Water. Okay, we never bought the water one. We talked about buying it, but then we never bought it. Okay. And then so let's go through here real quick. We have earth, fire. We have everything now, I believe, because we have no doubles. So now the real question is, do we have a better fire weapon that we can pick up? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Fire Lord's Axe. So that's 5 to 10. The one that we have right now is that 4 to 10. So it does seem to be just a better weapon overall, although it's really not that much of an upgrade. So maybe we don't actually buy that in that case. The wind weapon is definitely something we're going to pick up. So do we get rid of that? Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. And the energy flail might be hard to replace, honestly. Might not have a better option than that. But definitely want to pick up this Namada's Conqueror. The fact that it goes up to 24 is quite insane, honestly. That is very, very strong. That's a very strong damage weapon right there. Especially if it hits on the higher end of things. That's kind of crazy. We'll probably pick up this too whenever we're level 12, but we're not quite there yet, so we'll have to wait around for that. And what else here? I think we pretty much have the best of everything that we can get at the moment. I don't think, there's really nothing here that seems better than what we had. So we have everything there. Let's go and see about armors, about what we can get here. We're probably going to get rid of these two armors because I can get an upgraded version of probably both. So let's do that. I'm doing this all on camera so you guys can actually see it this time because last time I was kind of doing my own thing. I don't know if this is interesting to you guys. Tell me what is interesting to you guys. Do you like to just see anything I do on this character? Or would you rather me do all this shop stuff maybe off camera, and come back and, actually play the game on my stuff? So unfortunately that's Guardian only, and so is that. So we're being gated a little bit here. Looks like we got rid of our armor, despite the fact that we're not actually able to get a better alternative here. We'll probably be getting Guardianship here soon anyway. But, yeah, so I kind of played myself on that one. Looks like we are just straight up. We sold our armor, and we did not have an alternative. So that's a meme. All right, so after that complete failure of a mission over there, selling our armor that we had no replacement for, we're going to check out pets as well, because this is a Beastmaster build. Despite the fact that we have no charisma yet, our character is very uncharismatic. Nobody's going to follow this guy into battle. But we do have some options here. So we have Nerf Kitten. Nerf Kitten, I believe, is a multi-hit pet, so we're probably going to pick that up. But Truffles were the ones that I was basically the most interested in because Truffles do a lot of attacks, and I feel like generally they're very strong. So the only real situation that they're not great is if the opponent has a negative resistance, meaning they heal, and even in some of those situations, it's not even the worst thing. We're going to pick up the Fairy Godmother as well. She can heal, so that's going to be a good option if we need a little bit of healing on the side there. Definitely going to pick that up. And then, yeah, maybe that's all we're going to pick up. I mean, we have, what do we have? We already had the Vamp Dragon, so, Vamp Dragon, I guess. It's not the Vamp Dragon, it's the Vamp Dragon. Okay. Nerf Kitten maybe as well. I mean, having different element pets, definitely a good thing to have. You can just switch and it'll help you in that specific fight. But Yeah, I think maybe we'll pick up a Dark Wolf as well, or maybe not. I think we're probably good. Did we buy the Nerf kitten? No, it's pretty cheap though, so we'll pick that up. Why not? All right, and then we will head off and try out some of this new stuff. I actually one of the things I bought armor-wise was a light plate because honestly, like some of the armor just seemed like I don't know, like I already sold the other armor, which I could rebuy. I wanted to see what it looked like, and it does look really cool. So I wonder as well if you get like the light shield, if it kind of matches that. But yeah, I mean, it looks very similar to I think it's the same actually as the fighter or the steel plate. It's just like a different color. But it is a little bit different actually. The shoulders are different on it. And the only real thing about this is that honestly, the steel plate is better. It's actually better than the light plate because it scales with your level. But I just wanted to see what it looked like. And if we ever need to be a little bit more accurate with our weapon, then we can do that. As far as weapons go, we have quite a few new ones, and we can actually use this wind one that we just got. This is the cutlass that we just got as well, the claw, the mace. Oh, that looks really cool. Let's see that. Nice. It's always kind of cool to see all the new equipment. I don't know about you guys, but I love getting new stuff in RPGs. So this is the Fairy Godmother. Pretty awesome pet, honestly. Really, really good. Nerf kitten. Pretty solid, presumably, if I need that ice damage. The Truffle has a suggested charisma on it, but we're gonna pop this guy out, see if he does any damage. Hopefully he attacks. I assume sometimes it will not attack; it'll refuse to attack. But see how many attacks it did there? Like it's really good. Truffles are really solid. Yeah, I remember this thing's special attack is pretty nice as well. So we definitely got a big upgrade. Big upgrades. That's what we're gonna call this episode. Big upgrades. And then to basically talk about the future of this character, or what we're going to do next episode, is off camera, I am going to plan on doing, I actually have off of work tomorrow because I'm switching jobs. So I actually have like a week off from work until I start working at my new job. So I'm going to be playing some Adventure Quest tonight and seeing how many levels we can get. Basically, the goal potentially is just to get a high enough level that I can actually do things. So that next episode, we aren't just battling random battles and stuff. I know that some of you guys don't really care what I do. You just, Adventure Quest is Adventure Quest, of course. But, yeah, I want to actually have, like, a goal next episode. We had a goal this episode, but we failed miserably at it. So that's not the best thing in the world. As far as energy, we already had an energy weapon, but what else do we have to test here? Light? No, we already have that. The fire weapon, which we kept as well. We can't really test any of our cool new stuff on this guy. So we won't, I suppose. We will just continue using the fire weapon that we had before. Boom, and we miss. Yeah, the truffle doesn't all... I mean, we've been pretty lucky with it attacking, honestly. And it seems to be pretty accurate, so this thing's crazy, man. Also, the 25 dex is probably helping our accuracy quite a bit, even though the steel plate does make us a little bit less accurate than normal. But everything's good in the neighborhood. Also, potentially as a little sneak peek to next episode, or a little, not a sneak peek, but potentially what will happen, is I'm thinking about getting Guardianship tonight as well. So we might do that. We might actually become a Guardian and see about that. And if I do become a Guardian, who knows? Maybe I'll even record another episode. So, what time are we at right now? 28 minutes. Okay, we're getting a little bit long-winded here, guys. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, kind of running out of things to say. So, again, thanks for tuning in if you watched the whole thing. Let me know about the length and stuff of these videos, because they do get a little bit rambly. So, maybe I could, record for longer times and then cut them down after the fact. Like, maybe I could record for an hour and then just show you the best parts of that. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of figure it out. This is only the second episode of the Redux, so we're still figuring things out. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, I've been the Citrus Panda, back from the dead. Signing off. I don't know how to end the video.